Hello and welcome to Stampin' and Crafting with Cheryl Diana. I'm Cheryl Diana and today I'm going to be doing some simple stamping using our note cards, black memento ink and a couple of stamp sets, one of which is a new one. So let me go and show you what we're going to do. Right, so this stamp set is a new one and it's different to most of our stamps because it's actually made up with lines. So I'm going to use those to make the cards. And then this one I thought would go nice, being as it's got corner sentiments. So I'm going to be using that one. And note cards, we get 20 in a pack. So you get the actual notes card and the envelope already prepped for you. So all I've done is cut myself some basic white matte layers that I'll be stamping on. Morning, Valerie. So I'm going to try and keep these as simple as possible. So, excuse me while I have a little cough. I've just got my cough back again for some reason. So let's get these out. So let's do a birthday card. So I'm going to grab the cake and pop it onto a block. Now I've read somewhere, if I can find it, if you stamp your inks with Versamark clear first, the stamps shouldn't stain. So let's give that a go and see if it actually works. So you just literally stamp it with that. Whoops. And then wipe it off. And it should seal it. So let's see how that actually works. Now I've re-inked my black ink pads. Just put them out of the way. So we should be good to go. So I'm going to have a scrap piece of paper just to stamp off first because I'm not sure how juicy my ink pad is now. It's just the wrong one. Pop that in there. This is the one I want. So let's just ink this up. And it should come out really clear now. Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp this. I'll actually do it down here. Like that. And then I am going to, with my basic black pen, that's the one I want, isn't it? Just check that one. I've got the right one. No, and just grab a new one. I packed it away, ready for my cruise. I'm just wondering where it's gone. So just bear with me. I say that, I can't find it. Oh, okay. I can't do what I wanted to do. That's odd. Just double check all my boxes again. here it is, the last box. Right. So this one will work. Just double check. Yeah, that's nice. So what I'm going to do is we have some line stamps. So just want two. I'm going to have to line that up on my grid paper because it's going to bend. Line up. Should do it. I should. Yes, nip off straight. And then I want a corner one, so I'm going to need a slightly bigger block for that. Here we go. So I'm wishing you an amazing day, which should fit here. Yeah, let's do that one. Okay, then we'll ink up that. And we'll stamp that there. And there we have, this will be our very simple card. So we can stick that onto them. I'm going to fold these first and furnish them. Right. Then let's go and stick this on there. Like so. And that is our very first simple stamped card. Now let's do another one. And this time I think we will use the, let's use the rose. So I've put the rose. So let's just put that on there. Let's give it, just give it a little bit with a Versamark and then a clean. And then let's ink that one up. So I'm going to want it going up on the outside, I think. We could do a card that way. Do that like that. Okay, that's good. And then sentiment. I think I'm going to go for this corner one on here. I think we will use. So that will balance that out there. This one blotchy. Let's give it a quick clean. And put that down that corner there. There we go. And then I'm just going to have a simple sentiment there. Let's go for "You amaze me." So I just need a smaller block for that. Like so. let's just give it, as these are brand new, I'm just giving them a quick wipe, clean and scrub. Let's put that. And then I think we will add a bit of colour. Now, what is a good way to add colour is by using sponge daubers. So I want a nice red rose. So I'm going to use Poppy Parade because I don't often use that one. And sponge dauber. Now I label all of my sponge daubers because I'm not always sure when I use them again which colour it was on. So I'm just gonna get some ink on there. Grab my scrap piece of paper and just check it comes out. Yeah. So I'm just going to ink that up, and I just gonna pop a bit there. So it's just a very simple card. Okay, I'm probably going to do that again, but keep it blank so we have an example of both of them. I'm just going to score this card before I stick it. But that colour really pops it, doesn't it? So, and go. There. Another one done. Now I've lost my first card. I always do this. I always put them somewhere safe on my desk. Oh, it goes under my laptop stand. That's where I've lost it. So let's just put those up there. So hopefully I won't lose them. So let's do another one. And let's put that one back. I think if we use I'm just trying to think. Let's use the lion this time. I think we'll need a larger block. So let's just grab that one out. Let's give that one a bit of clean as well. Let's do lion. And we'll pop him, we'll do another landscape card. I'm going to pop him down there to the side. And then using my basic black pen, I'm going to just draw. And it doesn't have to be dead straight. Just going to draw a line around it. And bring that to there. There we go. It doesn't matter if it's not exactly straight. Now let's add a bit of colour to him. I'm thinking pumpkin pie and orange tiger. Let's do his face. I think that's all we'll do for him. Just spot a colour on his head. Now sentiment, what have we got left? We have got happy birthday. happy birthday. The happy birthday. And that we can pop down there. Let's get that one. Happy birthday. Here we go. And then I think I add just up. They've got some dots with it, so let's add. See what the dots look like. Or do I leave it like this? Do I leave it like this, or do I add some dots? Let's add some dots. Where am I going to add some dots? Let's add some dots there. There's some here. Like an embellishment, I think. Try to do it random. And then let's have some. I'm not 100% sure on that. So let's do another one. Make it look nicer. Make it look a bit more straighter, I think. I think it's because the top line is not straight. So let's have another go. Put that there because we like the tiger. We like the sentiment. Just weren't too happy with the I wasn't happy with the top line. So let's see if I can do it better this time. So I'm going to increase you to there. Increase you to there. There we go. And then let's go up here. And then up here. And then let's go along here. It's better. And see, I've still got up that corner, but it's not so bad. There we go. That's better. So I am going to go for the orange head again. I'm using, so it's a bit lighter this time. There we go. And then let's add that to the card. We'll have it without the dots. Like so. So I'm thinking these would make ideal present sort of little cards that you can add to a box or a birthday gift. Like a gift tag, but something they can keep. Okay, so there we go. So that's the third one. Now, what other ones have I got? I have got a dog. Should do a dog one now. And I think I'm going to have to clean some of my stamps. I do. Right, so let me just get my stamp case out. Let's give them a quick clean. I'll keep the birthday one, I think. tiger one can go back. I'm not too sure of the dots, so I think I'll put that one back. Yeah, let's just put those ones back. Whoops. My dog went missing because it stuck to my Stampin' Scrub. And that can go. I love it how we can pop them back in to the stamp case. Now that one did come from there, that one came from that one. Okay, right, so I want the dog one this time. And I'll work out. I think he'll go on there. Yeah, he will go on there. Now, find my matte layers. Or have I used them all? That's the question. Have I used them all? I've got to cut some more out. No, I've still got a couple more. So let's have a go with the dog. I'm thinking, I think we will go. We're done with the birthday one. Thank you for everything. I quite like the through the happy and the sad, because if you're not happy, well, whether you're happy or you're sad, having a pet I find really helps. So let's just link that one up. And we'll put this one down here. And let's do the through the happy and the sad, which is this one. I want that to go there. Let's just give that another, as it's a new one, give it a clean. And then let's just ink it up. So you could knock out quite a few of these. Put that there. There we go. We'll out of space with all these, and then we can. I was thinking, let's do a line from here to there. Let's do a line. Let's just extend this one a little bit, and then go up here. And go along to here. That's it. And then let's add that to the card base. There we go. Let's just pop that onto there. But yeah. So I'm thinking, let's do another one. But let's see how those dots look on the dog. So here's my scrap piece of paper. So ink up the dog. And let's get those dots out again. And let's try black with them. Because we'll have a Dalmatian, I think. See if I can do that. Yeah, you can add dots to it. So let's do one with a Dalmatian. So to get my dog again and ink it up and stamp it. We want the sentiment again. That. Okay, and then let's have the black dots. And which I did it. Just checking which way I did it now. That way round, yes. So it just fitted on, didn't it? Let's do that. Just a hint of dots. Either leave. I think I'm going to do the line again. Line there, and then we just want to do this one here, the top. There we go. So a few dots there. So there we go. Right. So. Then we can put that one on there. Now you could add embellishments. So let's do, once I've done this one, we'll do the cake again. And we'll add some more bits to it. So let's put this there. Okay, now we want the cake, which is here. We'll put that there. And we want to do the happy birthday, don't we? Around the corner again. But we'll add some colour to it. So let's just put that there. So I'm thinking let's extend the line on this one. So let's just bring this down to here. And this one to there. You want to make this one slightly longer. And running out of space, let's just put that up there. And then let's just do this one a little bit over there. Let's go down to here. And then this one here. There we go. Now, some embellishments. Now, I think I'm going to use some of these. These are the in colour resin dots. So I'm going to be using the smaller ones. I'm thinking we could put those on the candles. There we go. So just a teensy bit of colour to it. There we go. So let's just unfold this edge as well. So because the note cards are already pre-cut. It's saving you time cutting loads of card bases. So there we go. Is that one done? Sure, I'm happy with how it's lined up. Yeah. Right. Okay, what else should we do? So we've done the tiger, we've done the dog, the dove. I don't have a sympathy stamp, so that wouldn't be ideal for one of those. Let's do the dolphin. Let's do the dolphin one. So let's get rid of some of these. So cake I've definitely done 2 with. The dog I've done 2 with. The dots, let's give that clean anyway. Right, okay, so let's pop these 2 back. And that one back. And let's do the dolphin. And I've lost the stamps again. Here we are. Let's do the dolphin. Thank you, Valerie. Yes, I mean, if I didn't have the dots, you could always use your watercolor pencils or your white markers, or your blends on it. So this one, it's an envelope. Have I been out of card bases yet? And I've got to cut some more. I think I have used all my card bases up. So I'm going to finish that card. I'm not going to give up. I think I'm going to add more dots to it, I think. That might look better. That's looking better already. Just needed something. There we go, that looks better. So I can finish that one off. So I wonder if I can make 10 cards today. So we've been on half an hour and I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 cards. Nearly 7. So I think you can make at least 10 in the hour. So these are really, really quick to do. Oops, I've got ink on my fingers. So let me just get rid of it so it doesn't. If I get it onto a card. That's it. Right, just carry on doing this one. Like so, there we go. That's number 7 done. Right, so let's add a bit more colour to everything, I think, because we've got the black and white versions, and I do need to cut some more matte layers. So these are 8.5 centimeters by 12.3 to make a standard matte layer. for the note cards. And then we get a nice thick strip. I pop into my mug on my desk for sentiments and that. Then I've got a nice little pile of the off cuts left. There we go. So I'm not using any dies, punches. I'm just using straightforward stamp sets, my trimmer, just your basic tools this time. Get that one cleaned up. Right, okay, so let's make some more. Now we said we're going to do the dolphin, didn't we? So I think I'm going to have him in the middle there. I'm not sure what sentiment yet. Oops. I pop him in the middle, put down a bit, and then what does the narwhal look like? We'll do one with him, but I'm definitely thinking we need. I'm thinking something to. I actually like drawing the lines. So let's do that. Let's have sentiment. Let's do the thank you for everything. And I'm going to need a bigger block. So let's clean this one up. Now, if you don't have a larger block, you can use your stamp cases for it. So you just have to be that bit careful because of lining it up. So that's what I want. And I wanted the thank you for everything. Okay. I need a bit more spray on my stamp and scrub. Just realised my voice is starting to go, which will please hubby. Right, there we go. Hello, Patricia from Alabama. Today I am doing very simple stamping cards, which if you watch my other videos, I don't often do simple. But I saw this stamp set from On Stage. In fact, it was one of my prizes I got, and I just thought it would be lovely to use these on cards. So I'm just going to do that. Won't fit on that one, so we have to choose another sentiment. Happy we are friends. Let's go for that one. So far we've made, was it 8 cards, ladies? And they're really easy to do. So I'm using the note cards that we sell. I'll just do that. Happy we are friends. And then drawing the line on. So we're extending the line. And then we're going to do that one. And then I find if I do it this way round, I can run my hand like that rather than trying to go over my work. And it doesn't matter if your line's not straight, because it actually looks just as good like that. Now let's go backwards. There we go. It's as simple as that. Now let's add a bit of colour to it. So what dolphin? I'm going to go for a blue dolphin. I am. So I'm going to use my sponge dauber. Azure Afternoon. That's the one I want. Because that's a really nice sea blue. I think it's really lovely colour, isn't it? So I'm just going to dab that on. And I'm just going to do a little bit on him. Just like that. So it's just very simple blob of colour. No embellishments. Just white on white. Let's put that back. But I love how simple they are. Valerie, if you get a wonky line, do another line and make it go over your line, and then it looks as if they're meant to be two wobbly lines. There we go. So why is it when I want to do my YouTube live, I have Luna barking, I have the cats wanting to come in, and yet if I'm on my own they don't. Right, so let's do an upright one because it feels, and let's do the rose again, but we'll use the double. This is a triple line one. I don't know what it is with the cats. They have to be with me all the time. So I'm just thinking, let's do something really different. Let's go and stamp in the middle. And then I'm thinking, let's do the boxes going that way around. So I want a really simple sentiment. No, let's do the happy birthday one. What have I got? You amaze me. I love that one. You amaze me. Have I got that one out? Yes, I have got it out somewhere. Which I thought I had. It's definitely that one. No. Ah, this is the one down here that's hiding. Yes, you amaze me. So I'm going to stamp that. And put that down there. These drawings remind me of a program I used to watch as a child, where they used to do line drawings, and then the line used to go across the TV screen, and then it come up into other shapes. So that's actually nice like that, but I do want to do some lines. So I'm going to bring this one down to there, bring this one up, and then let's do the lines around it. So let's go down that way and that way. And in fact, you could do various versions of this. So you could do one with the line upright, and then you could do one that side, and then you could also finish off this side like I'm doing now. So you know what I'm going to say? I would love to see what you come up with using this stamp set. There we go. Let's do like a double frame, I think. So I've got a wonky line here. So I'm just going to do another line. Like so. So Valerie, as you said about having wonky lines, I'm going to really make this one more wonky. So it's looking sort of like a double frame. There we go. So Valerie, that's what I've done with my wonky lines. Now, and I'm going to go for the red rose again. So it's Poppy Parade. I'll just do that in the middle. Of course, you could always add a coloured matte layer. I'm just thinking I'm going to keep these very simple. You could add ribbon to it. You could colour in the leaves where it's solid, and the flowers. So let's do that there. And I'm going to have to order some more glue, which is really handy because I think it's tomorrow and Friday. It might be Friday and Saturday. Your rewards you get when you place an order is going to be double. So that means instead of getting 10%, you get 20%. And I know we all love savings. But then if you really want to make a saving, that there is a join offer coming up next week where you can get £175 worth of product for £99, whereas normally you get 130. So you'd be able to get all the in colours and new stamp sets and that, but you do not have to run it as a business. But it's a great way to save money while you do your hobby. So right, I haven't got time to do another one at least. So what should we do? Let's go for the narwhal. Yes, I assume it's a narwhal because it's bigger. You're going to need a longer. Let's get rid of you there. You're going to fit on there, are you? So I'm going to stamp this one, and it's going to have to go a long ways. She'll get in the right way up. It's going that way. I'm really not sure about this one. Now I'm thinking we could do a similar thing with a scrapbook page and have the line going all the way around it. So we could have the rose, and then we could have the heart going into one line. Let's do you. I'm not sure about you. There we go. Really not sure about you. But let's do something with you. So I'm going to have wishing you an amazing day, I think. So we'll do it the other way around. I'll make sure I keep my block straight so I don't get the lines on it. There we go. And just, I'm not happy with that one. I'm not. But I will do something with it. Let's go for some pool party on it. Let's try and make it pop a bit. Do it on his body. I think I need to re-ink my pool party. That's better. I'm really not 100% sure on that one. But I'm sure somebody will like it. Because it always amazes me that the cards I'm not keen on, other people love it. So if you're not happy with a card, you can always pop it to one side and then see what somebody else thinks about it. And yet some cards that I love doing, my husband will go, no. He says they're too much florally, or the colours are feminine. Now I quite, that's growing on me, that card is. But then I thought of another card I'm going to do. So I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to do the rose. Because I thought I might try to do the line there. I'm going to do it there. And then I want to do the heart. Because I thought I would tie in the hearts. And that's not the stamp. That's not the stamps I want. Oh, where have I put them? Why not happen? Where have I put them? They're over here. So let's put you on a block. Take you off because I didn't use you. Then let's pop a heart on each line and then we'll link them up. 2 down this side. But I just realised you can't see what I'm doing. It's better. Do 2 down this side and then 1 at the top. And we'll go that way, I think, for the top. Right, now let's link them together with our pen. Now this pen is sold separately, which is handy because you can use it for so many extra bits. Like so. And then put that one there. Let's bring these together. Just bring this one on to here. Oh, this is looking really, really pretty. And then let's bring this one up to here. And then this one to here. There we go. I'm really pleased with that. So I'm going to use my pool party again for the heart. Not for the heart, for the rose. We'll leave the hearts how they are. Patricia, I very rarely do white on white, but these stamps, this stamp set calls out for it. So there's that one. Let's have a sentiment. Can we have a sentiment for that one? Or we may not be able to. No, that one's not going to fit on there. Have I got a really small one? What's the other one I had? I just might leave it like that. Let's just see what I've got. What's this one? You amaze me. Should we do it with it going that way down? Whoops, I'm gonna have to do it now because I've just stamped. There's still some ink on it. Alright, see if I can line it up and cover that up. Yes, dear enough. So that'll be a sample. Could turn it that way around. Yeah, we'll turn it that way around. Like so. And then we'll see how many cards we've actually managed to make doing this type of card. And I'm getting glue all over my fingers. So we have made, we've done one using the rose and the hearts. We've done another one using the rose and the hearts, and we've done a double line. We have done, we did another one. Yes, then we did a simple one. Really simple. That's 3. Then we did the tiger. We did the tiger with just the coloured head. Then I thought I'd try the dots. And then we've got the dolphin. And then the narwhal. A whale. And then we've got the simple dog. And then I added the dots to the dog. And then we did the birthday card. And then I added some resin dots for the candle. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards we've made in an hour. Just by simple stamping. So I'm pleased with how many cards I've managed to do. It's a nice little stash for me. You can do so much with this stamp set. Look along the lines, and I paired it up with the Spring Corners stamp set. So until next time, keep safe and keep stamping and crafting. Bye.